Hi guys, it's that time again. I've been slacking of late, but let's get the content out there. Dazzie's Top 20 Selling Comic Books of the Week, episode 153. And tonight I'm going to be discussing the best-selling comic books on eBay for the week ending the 1st of October 2021. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always, guys, let's find out if you can beat me. Been doing a little bit better the last couple of weeks, 10 and then 11 last week. Let's see if I come crashing back down to earth. Number 20 on our list, the stalwart book. It's always there in my top 20. It seems to be every single week. From 1992, the mass-produced Spawn, issue number 1. Yeah, what is there more to say about this book? One of the most beloved modern-day comic characters, driven by nostalgia and McFarlane fans. Of course, this is the first appearance of Spawn, Albert Francis, Al Simmons, first appearance of Mel Boglia, Jason Wynn, Wanda Fitzgerald. They're all in that B-movie Spawn film that is in my personal collection. We've got the first appearance of Sam and Twitch. Now, that's interesting because they've been greenlit for their own live-action show coming to Netflix. It's also a pin-up of Pit in this issue, the second title ever published by Image Comics, and, like I said, gorgeous McFarlane artwork. This book, this time round, sold 19 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 99% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for a very nice $229.50. Now, when I started this 153 weeks ago, they were going 9.8 at just $120. I've seen them recently go up as high as $320, so they're still selling, guys, and selling well. I paid £1.31 for my copy in February of 2018 off the legendary car boot Tony. Number 19 on our list. It's good to see this one back. A Marvel book from 1990. And the market has long put Uncanny X-Men 266 up front as the first appearance of Gambit. But there's always been that X-Men Annual 14 lingering debate. Here it is, number 19 on our list. X-Men Annual 14. The first cameo appearance as such of Gambit. Now, this annual predates Uncanny X-Men 266 by a month. Now, chronologically, the second story takes place before or during the events in the first story. So, like I said, I actually got my Uncanny X-Men 266 signed by the penciler Mike Collins, and he said that Uncanny X-Men was the book, but I think this is the book because he has a non-speaking role and he's in multiple panels. This first appearance sold 14 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 147% with a high sale CGC 9.2 going for $118.14. This is my nicest copy that I've ever had. Paid £8.50 for this on eBay in November of 2017. I've sold a couple of these around about 25 quid in the past. And just to go with that, like I said, I have a couple of copies of the first full appearance signed by Mike Collins, and there is Dazzie with the man himself. So yeah, and I paid £2.75 for one of them and got the other one gifted for free. Happy days. Just got to wait for Gambit to appear now. Number 18 on our list. This is a book that reached some highs and then it came crashing back down, but now it's getting a little bit of buzz again. And as you know, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is now Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And the book, number 18 on our list, is Captain America, issue 25, and the first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. And of course, we're getting another Captain America film with Sam Wilson leading the movie. And like I said, this book was doing very well and then crashed. Well, now it sold 20 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 111% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a nice $299.99. But that's still a far cry from its all-time high of $660 for 9.8 in April of this year. So, of course, Steve Rogers passed over the shield to Sam Wilson in the end of Endgame. I want to see Chris Evans back. I like him as Captain America. Nothing against Sam Wilson. I like that character too, but for me, he's Falcon. Number 17 on our list, Of course, a Marvel book from 1992. And the Venom Let There Be Carnage movie has hit, I think, across the pond. We're still waiting for it over here, but the trailer's hit as well here. And both the direct and the newsstand versions of this book has really heated up. What is your book, guys? It is Amazing Spider-Man, issue 361. The newsstand copy, guys. Newsstand. And I have never seen a newsstand copy on my trips to various cons and things. So it's obviously pretty scarce, I would think. And but like I said, both are going pretty well at the moment. And I can't wait to see Woody Harrelson's Carnage on screen. I'm a big fan of Woody Harrelson. And that 361, I think, has really got still room to grow. Well, this time around it sold 22 copies. It had a 7-day trend at plus 100% and a high sale CGC 9.8. Went for a very nice $1,200. Of course, that 361 is the first full appearance and origin of Carnage. Number 16 on our list, sticking with Marvel, this time with a book from 1982. And this issue features the first appearance of Frankie Ray, Nova, but not that Nova. What is your book? Fantastic Four, issue 244. I have had loads of these in the past. Don't overpay for this book, guys. But this book sold 13 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 175% with a high sale raw copy going for a whopping $57. Oh my days, not on your Nelly for me. But what Frankie becomes the herald of Galactus, it's still unknown really why this book is having such a push of late. But like I said, I paid £2.25 for my copy, and that was in the back end of 2017. Of course, Frankie Ray's first appearance was as herself in Fantastic Four, issue 164 from November of 1975, an issue I have in my collection. Maybe something with Frankie Ray's in the pipeline, who knows. 15 on our list, and this one still bugs me because I passed up a beat beyond belief copy of this at Birmingham Con for £1 several years ago. Thought I would be able to find a better copy, never have, but I do have the reprint. And this book is packed with first appearances. What is your book? From 2005, you've probably guessed it, guys. It is The Young Avengers, issue number 1. There's your book. Pretty iconic cover now. We got the first appearance of Hulkling and Iron Lad, and Kate Bishop, of course. And Kate Bishop has just been revealed in the Hawkeye trailer. Looking forward to that. I keep seeing rumours that Kingpin might be back. The Kingpin from the Daredevil TV show. Wow, that would be mind-blowing. I just can't see it happening. I want to see those Netflix characters integrated into the MCU. I really do. Especially my favourite, of course, Jessica Jones. But this book, The Young Avengers, issue number 1, is going to be a really hot book moving forward. And it sold 21 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 111% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a staggering $1,189.99. 14 on our list. And it's a new book from DC. And these are 1 in 25 wanted posters seem to be relatively popular and are currently a light collecting trend. 14 on our list, guys, is Catwoman, issue 35, the Kao Nagu 1 in 25. I do like these kind of poster covers, but I just don't have the room in my PC. And like I said it before, the LCSs around my way don't get in these nice incentives. I was at the BathCon recently and a guy had a £1 box out, and he had said that he had 1 in 25 incentives, 1 in 50s in there, and people were picking them up, fellow traders, before the doors opened. I was gutted. I did manage to find a couple of decent incentives though, which I'll show in that haul coming up. Well, this week, that Catwoman 35 variant sold 25 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 111% with a high sale raw copy going for $59.99. Again, a book I would not touch. 13 on our list is a Marvel book from 2010. I did touch this book and I sold it in the past. So I kind of had it, but I'm not counting it. As noted, the recent Hitmonkey Hulu trailer set several books on fire. Yeah, it looks okay. I like the character. I have his first appearance. However, the ever-growing trend, the market went for the more affordable option, and that was the first ongoing series here. And here it is. It is Hitmonkey, issue number 1 from 2010. Like I said, a book I have picked up and flipped in the past. It's pretty hard to find. I don't think I've ever found more than 1 or 2 on my hunts. The book sold 14 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 205% with a high sale raw copy, going for a very nice $35. 12 on our list. And another book from DC and another incentive. And this Little Thunder 1 in 25 minimal variant is just a simply hard book to find in the wild. Here it is, guys. Number 12 on our list is a big mouthful here. Batman Secret Files, Miracle Molly, issue 1. Like I said, the Little Thunder minimal 1 in 25 cover. And this is a nice looking book, guys. And I mean, to me, when it comes to 1 in 25s, a lot of the artwork isn't any better than the regular cover. But this is a sweet looking book, and that I cannot deny. Here's your book, guys. I can't imagine too many of you will have that. I always get stumped on the new books, especially when it comes to the incentives, so my totals are always down. But this book sold 25 copies and it had a 7-day trend of plus 151% with a high sale raw copy, going for a very respectable $51. And we're sticking with 1 in 25s at number 11 on our list. And it's been a while since we've heard about Peach Momoko and one of her covers on the list. But here she is. This series of United States of Captain America has been introducing a new Captain America with each issue. I hate it when they do that. There's, come up with something a bit more original. This is no different with this issue from the first appearance of Ari Abigani, a Filipino hero whom the creator Alisa Wong was inspired by Bucky Barnes' version of Captain America. This is one to watch by all accounts. And here it is, guys. It is the United States of Captain of America, the United States Captain of America, issue 4. And like I said, it comes from Peach Momoko. And Peach Momoko is a bit like Marmite to me. Some people love it, some people hate it. That's not a bad one. But I've seen some ones I wouldn't touch. That is for sure. And this book sold 29 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 98% with a high sale raw copy, good for $63. That's the best of the 1 in 25s. We're into the big top 10, guys, and a so-so start from me. Number 10 on our list is a book from 2016, and it's a book that's been on my list for 3 weeks in a row, which is pretty impressive for her first solo series. What is it? Like I said, talks about this character, Hawkeye, issue number 1. Now, as well as being the first solo series to do with Kate Bishop, it's also the first appearance of Ramon Watts, who later gains powers in West Coast Avengers issue 9, and I think becomes the character Alloy. So people were like specking on that character a little bit, what with it being in a Hawkeye book. But it's more about the first solo series here. And this book sold 34 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 94% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $225. Oh my days. Madness. Not for me. I paid £2 for my copy. And that was in the middle of 2019. Again, at one of the Birmingham cons. I remember thinking I got a good deal that day. It just proved to be that case. Number 9 on our list. Here's an interesting one from 1990. And this is going to be pretty scarce, I would think. It comes from Acclaim / Valiant. Now, it was recently reported by Variety and everyone else in the world that the long in development Super Mario Brothers movie lands an all-star cast for the voices. That included Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Keegan-Michael Key, and Seth Rogen. Now, where there's plenty of debate out there about Chris Pratt as Mario, of course, the rest seem to be on point. And here it is, your book, Super Mario Brothers, issue number 1, from, like I said, Acclaim and Valiant, and it's from 1990, guys. I can honestly say, I don't think I have ever seen that book on my travels. But I do have a pretty good book, and that is Blip number 1. That is a really hot book at the moment. The first appearance of Mario and Donkey Kong in comics. I found that for £1 at a con a while ago. And this Super Mario Brothers issue sold 19 copies, had a 7-day trend plus 192%, and had a massive sale at a CGC 9.8 of 1,695. Not even a first appearance. I'm not having it. No, not for me. Number 8 on our list is a Marvel book from 1992. I showed you the newsstand. Let's get the direct out there. And here it is, guys. Amazing Spider-Man issue 361. Like I said, prices are up and down with this book, but it's pretty hot at the moment. And this week it sold 32 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 114%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $1,130. Now, I paid 50 quid for mine in the middle of 2018, and I think it's darn good high grade for that. And I remember handing over that 50 quid at the time, and it was the most I'd ever paid in one go, and thinking, what am I doing? It's only a bit of paper. But it was a good investment, and I think it will continue to grow. I hope Carnage sticks around. I'd love to see Carnage and Venom in the MCU. 7 on our list. Here's another pretty low printed book from 1986. Per Deadline, Netflix orders Grendel series based on Dark Horse comic with Abakura allied to star 8 more cast. This is set afire, of course, under all Grendel books, especially his first appearance in Primer number 2 from Comico in 1982. But as mentioned last week, despite the series focusing on the male version of Grendel, the market jumped all over this series, which features the first female Grendel, Christine Spar. And of course, since Primer issue 2 is way overpriced for a lot of us, this Grendel 3-issue series from 1983 has been doing very well. And here it is. Sorry, from 1983, from 1986. And here it is. Grendel number 1 from Comico and 1986. Here's your book, guys. I've been looking for this. No joy as yet. But I'm sure I'll find one. I'm sure I will. I think I've seen them in the past. Well, this book sold 13 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 303%, with a high sale raw copy going for $81. Well, it'll be interesting to see Grendel on Netflix. I know my good friend Comic Vantage used to have loads of those Primer 2s. Number 6 on our list, and this issue is a new one from Marvel, so I won't have it, that's for sure. And it features the first appearance of Ravonna Renslayer. I've got the original appearance from the original Avengers run, but this is Ravonna Renslayer as Moon Knight. Really? Now, if you recall, she was played by actress Gugu Mbatha-Raw in the Disney Plus Loki show, which I absolutely hated. And she was a judge of the Time Variance Authority. Now, this issue takes place in the past and makes a connection between Kang and Moon Knight. And speculators seem to be turning to it. For me, not in a... I wouldn't pay a penny for this one, but here we go. Number 6 on our list is Kang the Conqueror, issue 2. And like I said, it's a book that's just come out. Ravonna Renslayer as Moon Knight. What's going on? I can't have it. No. Give me the real McCoys. And like I say, thankfully I have both. There's your book, guys. I don't even like the cover. And I know a lot of Kang covers are hot at the moment. For me, nothing touches the Avengers 2 from Alex Ross. I think that is with the multiple Kangs, that's a fantastic cover. Well, this book, anyway, sold 30 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 186%, with a high sale raw copy going for $15. That's 14 more than I would pay. $1 at most for me. Number 5 on our list. This is a good book because I've had 2 or 3 of these in the past, and it comes from 2007. Another book that's trending due to the Hit Monkey Hulu trailer. And then there was a very quick shot of a character called Fat Cobra, a 111-year-old fighter from China with the ability of chi manipulation and augmentation. Now, in the comics, he's an ally to characters like Wolverine and Iron Fist, though it's unknown how he'll be portrayed in this series. Fat Cobra's first appearance comes in The Immortal Iron Fist, issue 8 from 2007. As well as the first appearance of Fat Cobra, we got the first appearance of the Bride of Nine Spiders, the Dog Brother and the Prince of Orphans, and finally the first appearance of Tiger's beautiful daughter. So bang for your buck, might see more of those in that Hulu show. It sold this time around 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 349% with a high sale raw copy going for $60. I paid £1.50 for this one, and that was in the middle of 2019. At the Birmingham Con. Where else? Number 4 on our list, and sticking with the Moon Knight kind of theme, because we just had some of that. And this issue features the first appearance of Hunter's Moon, who is called the other half of Moon Knight. Now, he's not quite a villain or an ally. He follows and obeys the will of Khonshu, where Mark Spector does not. What is your book, guys? It's another incentive. Number 4 on our list is Moon Knight. It is issue 3, and it comes from Rod Reed, and it is a 1 in 25 incentive, guys. I said Rod Reed, don't know what I was thinking. It's Rod Rees. There we go. That is a pretty sweet cover, though. Looking forward to the Moon Knight show, I've got to be honest. And I just hope we get some really good villains to go with it, because Oscar Isaacs, he's definitely got the acting chops, hasn't he? Well, this 1 in 25 sold 49 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 146% with a high sale raw copy going for $56. Not bad for a first appearance and an incentive. Number 3 on our list, the highly anticipated Raza cover of Miles Morales moved a massive 161 copies last week. This week it slipped a little, but it still moved quite a few. Number 3 on our list is Iron Man issue 12, and that is the Raza Miles Morales Spider-Man cover. And I do like this one, I gotta be honest. There we go. I've seen them over here on eBay now in the UK, and they're going for about 10 quid. I wouldn't pay it, but I know a lot of people clearly have. In fact, 74 copies sold this past week, which is still very good. With a 7-day trend of plus 110% and a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a very, very nice $100. Wow. It amazes me how fast these books get slabbed and put out there, I must admit. Number 2 on our list, and there's an odd one, because after playing a prominent role in the MCU for years now, James Gunn mentioned that Nebula has a pretty huge role in the next Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 movie. And despite her first appearance in Avengers 257 being relatively affordable, I've always thought that is one of the most undervalued keys. I've found several of those for £5 around that sort of range. The market seems to have picked up on her first solo series after hearing several various YouTube channels, sites and social posts around the mostly ignored the first series. Here it is, guys. From 2020, we've got Nebula, issue number 1. And how is this selling more than Avengers 257? I don't get it. I'll take 257 any day of the week. It's a sweet cover, but it does nothing at all for me, guys. Wouldn't pay anything for that. But you know, I'm sure some of you have. This book sold 49 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 311% with a high sale raw copy going for $30. I do like the character of Nebula, and I believe Mantis is going to have a big role going forward as well. Number 1 on our list. We are there, guys. And as mentioned, this issue features the first appearance of Hunter's Moon. It's unknown where or how the Marvel would take this character, but either way, it's a book to closely watch. Here it is, guys. Number 1 on our list is Moon Knight, issue number 3, and it comes from 2021. This is the regular cover. And there's a lot of buzz about the character of Hunter's Moon. There we go, guys. That is our number 1 this time round. It's a book I would pay cover price for, but not a penny more. But let's see what numbers it did. It sold a very nice 96 copies with a 7-day trend plus 253% and a high sale raw copy going for $16. That's it, guys. That's a wrap. New books and incentives killing me off as always. After a couple of promising weeks, I'm back in the slumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only showed off those uncanny 266s to show that I had something else to show. 7 out of 20 for Daz. As always, guys, thanks for your support. Let me know your totals in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with a haul, and it's a massive one. Bye.